This is a poem called Old Faithful, and it begins with two quotes. First, by Irving Berlin, "There's no business like show business." And the second quote, by Robert W. Corrigan, who said, "But the theater is always dying, and with equal regularity, like the phoenix, it is resurrected." 1. Listen around you, hear the world's languages, words that mean ice cream, pretzel, save us a seat. Words that mean 27 minutes, 22 minutes, 13 minutes. The countdown clock needs no translation. When it reads 10, the people of this earth will have claimed their seats in the amphitheater. When it reads 5, the people of this earth will have agreed upon mere silence. This is as close to world peace as it gets. 2, look at what we've built. Windows to frame the miracle, a theater to seat the witnesses. Oh, I hear you. You're saying, crank me through this machine, leave me flat like a souvenir penny. I hear you. I see the mounted moose heads, the snow globes, and $20 collectible spoons. But look at all these people holding their breath, gazing at a white hill. 3, what if it should fail? What if all of us gathered with our cokes should have gathered in vain? And what if our excellent Japanese cameras should have been cocked in vain? Or what if the great catastrophe should regenerate in this calm? What if the earth should open its fiery maw and swallow us along with our RVs, along with the herds of elk and bison, the forests of lodgepole pine? 4, is there more steam now? I think so. Maybe. Yes, definitely more steam. And listen, hissing, bubbling. There, the fountain. There again, climbing and climbing. Hot mist in our faces, maple and sulfur. It must be miles above us. Boiling, acrid, sparkling. It is huge, but it's dying down, and down, and gone. 5. Oh, I hear you. You're saying there's always a nice fountain at the mall. I hear you. This geyser was brought to you by Coca-Cola. No, you were brought to the geyser. Look, the people of this earth gathered as before a stage, clapping their hands, applauding that hole in the ground. It's the poem called White Noise. Whatever sounds the ocean might have spooned into your ear from out the furled shell you held against your head like a receiver, 500 miles inland, inside a room, inside a house, inside the city limit, make no mistake, the voice you hear is dry. However live the pre-recorded wash of waves may feel across your thirsty brain, think honestly of how desire can sing us down to drown in what we wish was there. There are such things as oceans. They exist. You know because you've been there. You have swum in what you knew could swallow you and yet left you to live. In fact, you felt it lift and carry you so far beyond yourself, the rolling water purged you of your name. Remember? Once those syllables had fled your body, all the nausea was gone. The sudden light was everywhere, and you were instantly synonymous with it, and more. You were synonymous with all. You were the sea, and all the sea was you. To float in it was effortless. You swam like light upon the bright skin of the waves, like shadows tolling in their depths. You plunged to where being and non-being were one. You saw your body washing in the foam like water weeds, and now the tossing waves were playing with it like a flimsy doll. You played and laughed. The ocean's hands were yours. But somehow, you were coughed up on the sand, and there, your name returned in you, like bones of lead. How had you called it all your life and never known how heavy it had been? Who knows how long you lay there on the seam conjoining earth and ocean and say what is unspeakable, and yet somehow, like Jonah trudging back to Nineveh, you came back to yourself, you found your feet and stood, and it was all that you could do. You found your way back to a world you knew, and for a while you swore that you still felt like you were swimming. But when that wore off and everything returned to normal, you went crazy. First it was the radio, hissing between two stations, but when that was not enough, you ran out to the highway to hear the rush of traffic. There you stood for hours, but you could not pretend it was the ocean. And you could not slow the tide of your forgetting. Even now, you stand inside a room inside the city limit, 500 miles inland inside yourself. I'm sorry. I have no advice for you. I wish it didn't hurt so much. To be someone who knows what you have known and can't contain it, like the sea is somehow reeled into the coiling spiral of that shell you're holding like some kind of telephone. I'm sorry, there's not a dial tone.